A friend of mine gave me her stash of these Dollar Tree notebooks, so I decided to dig into my paper stash, grab my 6x8 paper pads, and see what I could make. So let me show you what I made. Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you haven't been here before. I am using some paper that I've had in my stash, and I made these little notebook holders. They're hardcover and they're really nice little gifts. So I decided I'm going to make some for Mother's Day, or I don't know, just whatever occasion I can come up with. They're using my scrap chipboard, using those Dollar Tree notepads, and I also used some post-it notes and some elastic that I had. Now this elastic was white when I started, but I just used ink to color it. Same with that. This one was black. I also used some of those metal corners that you can get at Amazon just to add a little bling to it. So there's what the back looks like. I had some of these larger eyelets and I thought they made a nice presentation. Now this one was made using these are post-it note pads. So I thought, first of all, I love that pattern. And second of all, it really came out nice. I love the orange with the turquoise background. And then this one is for a quilter friend of mine. So let me show you how I made all of these, and I'll show you how you can make one too. All right, I am going to take a piece of cardstock. It's probably 65-pound weight. I don't know. I got it in a pack that didn't have it didn't tell me the information. It's dotted, of course. I got it at Ollie's a while ago. It was $1 for a pack of 50. So I cut it down to 7.5 by 11, and I added double-sided adhesive to the back. Probably the hardest part is going to be peeling off this double-sided adhesive because I burnished it real well. And obviously to cover it all, I had to use different sizes. Now I've been using this method of covering books and it does seem to use a lot of adhesive, but I don't know. I'm going to try it for a little while and see how I like it. I have a piece of chipboard that is 3/8 by 5.5. I am centering it, or what I think is centering it. I have a piece of chipboard that is 4 by 5.5. Now I'm going to leave a reasonable size gap. Is that 1/8 of an inch? It's more like 3/16. It's a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch. And I'm going to put another one that's 4 by 5.5 with about that same size gap on the other side. And this, of course, is very sticky. I'm going to cut off corners, staying about 1/8 of an inch away from that chipboard. I had seen a video of covering albums this way, and I usually cover the chipboard with double-sided permanent adhesive. And I thought, you know what? Let's work that and see if that's a good idea. All right, so now I'm going to use my bone folder and push this right up against the chipboard, and then I'll pull it over and burnish. The good thing is it's fast and easy and it sticks really well. And burnish and fold. And now, of course, the top piece has a piece that's sort of hanging in midair. I'm going to take my bone folder and push that in, and then I will use my bone folder to push this. So I'll push that in and go down, push that in and go up. So I sort of like this method. Now I will use my bone folder to burnish. And that is nice. Now when I cut this, I had an inch piece left over. Is that going to be enough to cover it? No, not really. Not really. I'll stop being cheap and grab another piece of paper. Look, I already have a piece of paper that's cut. Perfect. All right, that's 5.5. Let me cut it. I'll cut it 3 inches. 3 inches by about 5 1/8. I'm going to grab some 2-inch adhesive and cover this. Burnish that real well. Peel off the backing. Oh, look at that. Nope. Let's try that again. And actually, I'm cutting it 2.5 by 5 1/8. Peel off the backing there. And I'm going to center this on here. I'm going to burnish it on the spine first and then work this piece. I'm just going back and forth, stretching the paper. And then when I fold it like this, that double-sided adhesive that's in that channel will connect with it. So there we go. In retrospect, I probably should have left a 1/4 of an inch gap just because this is a thick piece of cardstock, but that's okay. Now I'm going to take some paper, and this paper does come from Bitty Penny. Let's see, which one is it? Rainforest Refuge. I'm going to take this piece, put it on the front. Do I want? No, I'm just going to do this. The images are very cool. Lots of color. Really pretty. I'll center that on there. I'm going to put this on the back just because, well, or do we want this one? No, I'm going to put this on the back. This was from another set. I don't know what it was. It just had a couple of scraps left over. Love the teal with the purple. And then this one I'll put on the inside. Not going to do anything here yet. But this piece, I think I'm going to use that. I'm going to put this on here. and then cut this out. Around the corners. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is take my Weird Memories and take the 3/16 hole. I'm going in about an inch, trying to get it centered, and I'm going to punch a hole there. Okay, I have a piece of elastic. It's about 1/4 of an inch thick. I picked it up at Dollar Tree, but I haven't seen them have it lately. So you could pick up regular white and use your inks. This was white, but I used my inks and made it purple. So you can do that. I'm going to make sure I've got the right sizing. Oh, let me see how big it was to start. It was about 14 inches. But then again, it depends on what size paper pad you're going to use and what size book. The way to figure out the sizing is to wrap it around once and then go maybe 2 or 3 inches more. All right, this is a good size. So I'm going to stick this in, and of course it doesn't want to go in without a pokey tool or something. All right, so we have both ends going in through the back. So here's the inside. Now, you don't need to do this, but I want to make sure it stays. So I'm adding glue to there. And I'm going to take some double-sided tape and put it on and burnish it real well. And if you want, you can cut this excess. Before I finish gluing it, I want to make sure the size is right. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, could be a little tighter. All right, now I'm going to add a little glue here. And I'll add some glue on the underside of this brad. This is not brad. It's a large eyelet. So I'm going to put this in here. There we go. Now I'll take off the elastic, move it to the back, and using the large, I'm using this one, the large setter, and this one. And then I set it. Peel this off. This paper, this notepad came from Dollar Tree. mini writing tablet, 3.5 by 5. I'm going to add double-sided adhesive to the top and bottom. Varnish that, peel off the backing. Add some glue. And I'm going to center this on here. I'll open that up and burnish here. And there we go. Okay, maybe the orange isn't perfect, but I mean, don't you love the colors? Actually, the orange goes. It's okay. Don't you love the colors? I will put something there. I did put some extra on this one. I actually used a second layer of dark purple, almost a maroon under here because there's some of those undertones with that one. This one is Post-it note, so this one's a little smaller, but they make a nice little presentation. It took a while, but if you do an assembly line, like cut all the chipboard, cut all the cardstock, cut all the paper, cut all the adhesive, it goes real fast. So that is what I wanted to show you. I thought it was a fun project to make. So thank you so much for watching and have a fabulous day.